Whether it was coincidence or irony, the missile strike against Syria was carried out on the 100th anniversary of the day that America joined the First World War. And today we found many who remember that day very clearly, gathering to pay tribute to the lives lost, all for the love of their country. 7 Eyewitness News reporter Ed Riley shares their stories.
I think it's a story that's repeated throughout history that we have to stop this threat before it's spread to American shores.
The missile strikes against Syria took place on the very same day that marked 100 years from America's entry into World War I, a conflict that was not universally popular with U.S. citizens.
Some people felt we weren't prepared enough in case war came to us, but then there were others who felt that we have no business being entangled in a European conflict.
In 1917, a nationalistic fervor was sweeping the globe, and posters like these were used to recruit soldiers, depicting the enemy threat to women and children and warning that border cities like New York City could be burned to the ground. The campaign helped sell the war to the public.
They really try and play upon the emotions of regular people.
But the so-called Great War did not have great results. 17 million people died in World War I, nearly 8 soldiers every minute, and 968 Western New Yorkers were killed, their names now on display, and some of their bodies buried in Forest Lawn Cemetery. A new display at the Buffalo History Museum is now showing rarely seen artifacts from that time. Vietnam combat veteran Ed Radquitz came to view it and reflect.
I wish there was a better way. It's just such a, the loss of life.
Very frightening, really.
Lonnie Stever was also there. Her father was a German soldier who fought in World War I.
I always kind of think of him and what he had to go through as well as the people here. So, and the trenches were, oh, they were very scary.
With nationalism again on the rise and the world still dealing with century-old issues of war and poison gas, these visitors fear society did not learn the lessons that World War I provided.
Look at it as a world community, not just our country, this country. We've got to look at it global.
Ed Riley, 7 Eyewitness News.